Hey, good morning everybody. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now we're going to cover the 9-hole cup. This will be for the Nordic Fjords Pro Division. So this is going to be our pro round. Now minus 14 here. It's nothing special. Probably just a little bit better than above average on this 9-hole cup. For qualifying, I'll probably put us in like second or third. Definitely top four for the qualifying scores. But, regardless of that, I definitely got some really good replays to show you. And I'm really disappointed because yesterday I was doing just fine, and I could have put the walkthrough together, but I was really close on the par threes, and I figured, well, I'll just give it a shot today because I can probably drop some of these par threes, and then I'll make the walkthrough a lot better. Well, that came to bite me because I didn't drop hole number 1 on this account, which I went 2 for 2 for yesterday. But on my other account, of course, I pressed my luck, and I'm not going to qualify on it. I made some really, really bad shots trying to go for green on a couple holes, and it ended up biting me. But, oh well, no big deal. At least we got this one through, and I got some really good replays to show you to go over. So if you're not a subscriber, please become one. Please take a moment there to hit the thumbs up button, and here is hole number 1. Hole number 1, you don't need to do anything risky on, okay? A Titan is plenty enough power if you're cool with that. But, if you're a player that likes to play with, power 4 or power 5 balls or money balls, you could definitely reduce the wind on this shot if you wanted to and just add a more powerful ball because that'll help you out on shot number 2. Not that shot number 2 is hard. This is actually a pretty easy hole because you're going to look here, even with a Titan ball. Like, look, I'm not going into much overpower. I'm just really using a lot of curl. And we drive this thing up the fairway, leads us in for a really nice chip in for shot number 2 for eagle. So I've played this hole 4 times now. I've dropped it 3 out of 4 times. So on this account today, I hit a great ball on this shot, and I was hoping with the Endbringer that it would be okay, but it wasn't. But regardless here, this is pretty simple. I do go ahead and pull this one 10% at mid. Perfect ball. And we're in the hole for the eagle. Brings on the hole number 2. Hole number 2, we're so close, okay? I'm actually really disappointed that I didn't drop this one today. I ended up actually in the same spot. So I'm going to talk you through what I would like to do. So you're going to see here that the graphic is 35% at mid. That is what this shot is. I want you to make one change. I want that change to be 30% at mid. The spin is really good. 4 top, 1 left is perfect speed for this hole, and it comes in nicely. The biggest thing I want you to notice here, and I really haven't seen anybody hit this shot yet, like any opponents or anything, but this is pretty much what I'm looking at with this spin adjustment, okay? We're going to have the white ring up against the rough line. And then, if you can see this, and I don't know how that will do whenever I upload the video and I zoom in like that. But you notice here, this is, of course, the pin. And right here along the pin is a row of dark green squares. You're going to notice that my ball guideline, the very end of it, is basically on the left-hand side of the dark green squares. That's our setup point. That's where we need to stick with it at. I'm not saying this is going to fall for every single person. Of course, the wind strength is going to play a big factor. But the shots that I have missed have all been just like this. Now, the thing that I would say is, well, I'll let you see the shot first so you can concentrate here. So this would be a nice one to pick up. Okay, so you might say, well, why don't we just move our target over to the left a little bit? That would be something that I would normally say to try to do, but I did try it today. I tried it twice. And what happened is I missed it to the left-hand side, just like I did this shot, right at pin, very close. So that's why I want you to keep the ball, the landmark spot the same. I want you to play that exact same line. I just want you to take 5% elevation off of it so that we come in we don't pull our rings as much to the right, okay? That's what I would do for hole number 2. This one's a little bit harder to drop on the fly. You know, back in the day, this one was easy to dial in for a hole-in-one, but that's a little bit different now. Hole number 3, we're playing this one 10% at max. Here, I'm using an APOC, and, you know, the level of the APOC is not going to matter. If you're playing pro, you probably have at least a level 3, which, you know, would be just fine. Here, and the reason I say that is because you're going to see I'm backing my target up. I'm not even using the power of the APOC. I'm not even using the top spin. I'm going with 4 bars of top, 3 bars of right. The only thing that I'm really using the APOC for here is going to be the curl. Now, when it comes to the curl, I want you to notice here, I've got the full ball outside of this little triangle. So sometimes people ask me, like, what do I talk about when I say, like, sideways triangle? That's this thing right here, okay? So I got the full ball outside of the little sideways triangle. Perfect ball. The one thing that I would say here is, you know, we would like a little bit more topspin because we would like to get further up the fairway. But you just have to be careful because this was my first attempt at it today. And, you know, after studying my shot yesterday left me with shot number 2, just like this on both my accounts, where I had to go with a full OP sniper. So on the other account that I failed on today, I actually birdied this hole. That was the start of a disaster. Because I tried to add more topspin to the drive. I hit the same drive, but I hit something on the fairway to where my ball really shot, like it rolled way faster than it should have, and it rolled into the rough. So, you know, sometimes we experience that on little spots, you know, in the game. It is what it is, but that got me. But anyways, here, you know, I go with a full overpower shot. It's going to be very difficult to drop the alba when you go full overpower like this. But, you know, I have seen a lot of opponents, including myself yesterday, clip the rough on this shot and roll out up there by the sand, which is no problem. I mean, it's still definitely an easy chip in, but that's something to be cautious for. We would like to get more distance on the drive. So, again, you folks playing with money balls, you get yourself a power 5, you know, power 4 ball, wind resistance 3, and you're going to be in a situation to where you can try to use the right spin to get that thing at pin. Okay, hole number 4, I also think we can get. So hole number 4, this was my closest opportunity at it after, you know, missing it to the right-hand side yesterday. So yesterday I was missing it to the right-hand side on 2 perfect shots by about half of a square. So you're going to see what I do here today. And again, don't worry about your level of the Guardian. If you're playing pro, you're probably around a level 6 at least. It's all going to be the same. We're going to go full backspin, half a bar side spin to the left. Here, as you can see, I'm aiming on the fringe. That's where my target is at. It's on the fringe. Now, my other landmark position here is take a look at my ball guideline. So notice how my ball guideline is up here at the top, but it's also to the left of the dark green row. So the hole, where the hole is for the cup, that's in the dark green row. Notice that my ball guideline is in the light green row left of the pin, but not too much. It's very close to being on the border. And here's the reason that I point that out. All I want you to do is play that exact same landing spot, but I want you to add a little bit more left spin. So you notice here I went with full back, and I went with half a bar of left. I want you to go full back with like 0.8 bars of left. So close, right? Okay, this is going to bring us on to another hole that killed me on my other account. And it almost got me here too. So I'm playing the extra mile. Most people are going to be playing with an APOC. And you can go ahead and do that if you want. It's just whatever club you want. APOC is a little bit better because it has more power. But you can see here I'm going with quite a bit of overpower and quite a bit of curl. Now on this one, we clip the sand and we roll out, so we get lucky. But the thing about this is I tried to use a little bit more top spin and push my drive even harder on my other account, and what do you think happened? I clear the sand no problem, and I go rolling into the top rough. So also picked up a birdie on this hole on my other account, which was extremely frustrating. So, oh well. Here, we're just trying to power the ball up as far as the fairway as we can, and that's really no problem to chip in from there. Okay, hole number 6, I'm going to show you a couple different looks at it. And then I'm going to show you how you can have some fun with it. All right, hole number 6. You can see here I'm trying to figure out what am I going to do. This was a shot yesterday. Half a ball overpower through the bottom part of the adjustment zone. I'm actually going to show you 3 shots at this one. So if you execute that shot right there, that's a really nice drive on this hole. Leaves us with a pretty straightforward opportunity to drop this shot. Unfortunately, we're in in-bringer range. I would much rather be in thorn range, right? But we're not. So in-bringer, and we're not going to be able to do, you know, the top spin method on this one. We're going to have to go straight at pin. Perfect ball. You can see here we just missed to the right-hand side. So if you go for that drive, then you know here we need to just aim a little bit left of the pin, right? You can see here we're pretty much dead center. We need to go ahead and offset this one to the left just a tad, and we'll be okay. Now that'll bring us in for another opportunity here. I'm going to try to clear the sand and rough with the Berserker. So here we're going full overpower. This is about 3/4 of a ball of a curl to the right. And I just clipped the rough, man. I would have loved to have seen what would happen if we would have hit the fairway and then shot our ball with all that top spin. But that's okay. We do get ourselves in thorn range here. And we get ourselves in mid-distance thorn range. So this shot, you know, I'm going with plenty of backspin. And what I was trying to do was get my target zone on the fringe. That gives us the most consistent bounce. But I don't like using side spin when I take shots like this. So I just decided to go ahead and put it right there. Perfect ball. And we just missed that one to the left-hand side. So, you know, that's minor adjustments as well. If you're in that same zone, just go ahead and aim right, you know. But if you want to have a little fun, okay, sometimes we got to have a little fun. Let me show you what you can do here. And hopefully my replays are right. That's why I don't have it saved. 9, 8, 7. I think this is it, right? Yeah. Okay, here we're going with the A-pot, and we're going with the snow globe, because why not? You know, it's a little bit fun. And the wind 0 here really helps us out, because now we're at 9 mile/hour tailwind. So we're going with the 6 top, the full right. Oh, sorry, 6 top, 2 right. 6 top, 2 right, snow globe, APOC 5. Definitely remember to push back up to max if you're going this way. And again, this is the same shot that I tried playing with the Berserker. Same shot, a little bit more curl. This is a pretty nasty, great left, but ended up working out, you know. So we did get to the green here on this one. I did make that putt in for the Eagle. As you can see, this is my Big Daddy account, right? And we go back to Big Daddy scorecard. There it is right there, hole number 6 with the Eagle. But that's just another way to play it. I told you I'd give you 3 looks, and we'll see what happens. Okay, hole 7 is 15% at mid. This one we're going to play a very odd ball guideline. Now you're going to be like, well, how did this guy come up with this? This is, again, because this was my 4th attempt at this hole, and I just couldn't figure out the best way to play it in this wind. Now, I know I could have played it on the left-hand side up there at the top fairway to the left of the green and just let the ball roll down the hole. There's not really a good line to drop the shot, though. So, I tried playing this line. So here we're at like 4.9 bars of back, 2.5 bars to the left. 15% at mid. Look how wonky the ball guideline is, okay? Again, that's just because I had 3 previous looks at this hole to try to get this hole figured out. So I kind of settled up on the spin. I was more worried about having the right spin, all right, and also putting my target right here. Do you see how my orange ring is almost on the rough line, but a little bit of the blue is on the fairway? Like, that's what I was looking for when I set this shot up. Then from there, I did the spin, and then I didn't really care what the ball guideline looks like because I knew if I hit perfect, I should be pretty close to the hole based off my other misses. Oh, and it is so dang close. So, we'll take that one as it is what it is, but a really, really good chance there for a hole-in-one. And again, I don't see many people, I haven't seen any opponent yet pick up the hole-in-one on this hole, and nobody's been as close as that. So, we're right there. Hole number 8, we do pick up an eagle here. This is going to be a little bit of an odd one, though, right, because this is a difficult hole in this type of wind. I did go with a berserker. 6 top, 2 left. And what I was looking for here was to use the left curl to bail me out of this. Because take a look at my ball guideline. Like, we're basically pointing right at the rocks. And the wind does not help us out any because the wind is blowing from left to right. So it's going to push us more towards that water line. So here I'm doing a 10% pull at max. This is 4.8 rings, I believe. I did not push back up into max. I decided to take the overpower shot with a more stable needle, which ended up working out in my favor because I did hit this ball perfect. And this thing did exactly what I needed it to do. It even came in a little bit hot, but it easily slowed down and got stuck right here on the fairway, leaving us for a very simple chip in for the eagle on hole number 8. Takes us into the final hole, everybody. I really appreciate you watching. Thanks for waiting the extra day. I normally get the 9-hole cup out the first day, but I wanted a couple more looks at those par 3s. Unfortunately, it cost me qualifying 1 account. I feel very stupid for that. I was trying to make the best YouTube pro content available since I thought maybe I'd be the only streamer doing pro, or one of the very few. I wanted to give everybody the best possible looks at it. So, that's where I'm at. Now, you don't have to bring a powerful wood club to this hole if you don't want to. You can do this hole with a sniper. You're just going to have to push the drive a little bit harder. So if you're willing to gamble and go with a more overpowered shot on the drive, you will have a much better chance to albatross this hole. If you're just wanting to play it safe and take the eagle, you can bring your big dog, you can bring your cataclysm. We play the shot number 2, 10% at max. Using a little bit of curl here just to get us onto the green. And we miss that one by about half of a green square to the left, and it comes in a little fast. But regardless, I will see you in the finals for rookie. I'll see you in the finals for pro on Saturday. Best of luck, everybody. Let me know how you do in the comments. Thank you.